I want to take a moment to address a concern a friend had on my post on Instagram. He had mentioned that he wasn't exactly sure why everybody's so scared of what's going on right now. If we're talking about what's going on in the lens of how it impacts me, likely it's not that big of a deal because I'm a straight white man. No, when I talk about being scared, I'm talking about being scared from my friends that are of color, my African American friends, my Hispanic friends, my Asian friends, my Muslim friends, my Jewish friends, things that are beyond who I am. Which brings me to a point of you mentioned that we all survived Reagan. Well, not all of us did. There's an entire chunk of the LGBTQ that did not make it because Reagan was sitting there saying that there wasn't anything that we should be concerned about AIDS, that we were allowing AIDS to just kind of blossom because he didn't believe that it was something that impacted anyone other than gay people. When you talk about people doing a little magic trick to divide us, that's true and it's also false. If we're not paying attention to what they're doing, they still end up causing major catastrophic change within our country. So you have to pay attention to it and not just go, they're trying to screw with us by dividing us. When I'm saying I'm concerned because he's emboldening the worst aspects of white people and making it seem like that's perfectly normal. And that's fucking horrific, okay? And lastly, when I'm going to confront this, I'm talking about the country not being in that bad of a shape. I guess if you wanted to look at just the surface stuff and go about your day, that's true. But if you want to go into any detail of what's going on, it's not everything's going fine. The country's actually in pretty goddamn bad shape. You're looking at court systems that are being stacked with people who are criminals or bigots or, going to sit there and serve a party instead of the people. That's not okay. We have a president of the United States as the rest of the world does not respect, trust, or even give any real consideration beyond the fact that he's a fucking lunatic and he has his hands on the button if he really wanted to. We have a leader who's cozying up to dictators. He's also joking about how he may not step down if he's actually, voted out. That's terrifying. That's terrifying, especially when you're looking at he's sitting there doing the military parades to show he's the one in charge of the armed forces, even if they are a pathetic version of any of those dictators' little arms race things. Their little displays of power. The people who display power, the people who sit there and rabble-rouse, the people who make that type of statement, these are very dangerous people because they have a strong cult of personality that may be the minority, but they're the minority that enjoy violence and think that their cause is right and have no problem hurting other people for it. I'll give you an example where I was sitting there cruising through a social media app called TikTok, and one of these Trump-supporting assholes was talking about how milkshakes and a punch to the head is going to lead to conservatives shooting liberals. Do you understand the difference between a milkshake, a punch, and a fucking bullet?